Hey, real estate fans, welcome back to Market Statistics Southern Oregon. I'm Alice Lema. I'm a principal broker at Home and Land Real Estate. And this week, our three counties in Southern Oregon have quite a mixed bag to report. So let's get started. Jackson County prices year over year were up 7% this week. The average residential home costing $504,122. The number of solds year over year were up 54% in Jackson County residential this week. 51 properties sold. The number of listings year over year were up 3%, so a little over neutral. There are 696 active listings in Jackson County residential this week. The number of foreclosures this week were one. It was in Central Point, and it was for $295,000. We had 0 short sales this week in Jackson County residential, but we did have $4 million closings this week in Jackson County residential. We had one in Ashland for $1 million. We had one in Central Point for $1 million. Jacksonville saw one for $1.1 million, and White City closed a rural property for $1.6 million. So congratulations to all those folks. But you can see the buyers are coming back. Josephine County prices year over year were down 11% this week. The average residential home in Josephine County now costing $458,847. The number of solds year over year in Josephine County this week were up 13%. We had 17 closings in Josephine County residential market this week. The number of listings year over year were up 3%. We now have 339 active listings in Josephine County residential this week. The number of foreclosures in Josephine County this week, we had one in Selma for $124,000. We had 0 short sales, but we did have $1 million residential property that closed in Josephine County. It was in Grants Pass, and it closed for $1.0 million. Klamath County prices were up 1% year over year this week, which is basically neutral. The average residential property in Klamath now costing $308,365. The number of sold year over year in Klamath County were up 183%. There were 17 closings in Klamath County's residential market. And that number is really, really big because last year was really, really bad. A number of listings year over year were up 11% in Klamath County's residential market. There are 319 active listings now. We had 0 foreclosures in Klamath County this week that closed, 0 short sales that closed, and $0 million residential properties that closed in Klamath County this week. So again, where we're seeing the common denominator is not in price across all three counties, because Jackson County was up, Josephine County was down, Klamath County was basically neutral. But where we're seeing some common gains is in the listings, and we were not, well, it's the spring season, so it is natural to have more listings, but these numbers are compared to the number of listings and prices and such same time last year. So we do have a definite uptick in the number of listings in all three counties, Jackson, Josephine, and Klamath County. But we also have an uptick in the number of solds. And so this parallels the interest rate chunking down little by little. In fact, this week it was below 6%. It was 5.98 this last week. And we do see a bigger surge of buyers entering the market than we did this time last year. And if you want to get more detail on that, listen to the podcast that we put out that says interest rates down, buyer activity up. So check that out. It gives a lot of information. But getting back to the market statistics conversation, the number of listings are up, the number of solds are up. So the buyers are out there. And I've also noticed that the buyers are writing more reasonable, more market reasonable offers, and there are a few more multiple offers. Now, we're still predicting a mostly flat 2026 and 2027, but we are seeing it pick up a little bit. And that has to do with the interest rates in spite of all the world fuss, the world event fuss. So, anyway, if you want to discuss more of these numbers and how it affects your real estate, give me a call, give me a text, 541-301-7980. That's 541-301-7980. I want to be your real estate agent. I'm a great listing agent, great buyer's agent, great with investments, also great with first-time home buyers and downsizers. So let's chat about what we're going to do with your real estate life, and also like and subscribe to the channel. So have a great week, folks. We'll see you next time. Bye now.